All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 secrets that I've learned that has helped me get hundreds of phone calls every single month. In fact, this year alone, it's November 12th, and so far my fence company has received 3,700 phone calls from this alone, and again, it's free. Free, okay? So, what I'm going to do is shrink myself down and get to work. And put on the blue light glasses. If you don't have them, I would definitely suggest them. So what we're going to do is pretend we're a customer. Okay, so I own a fence company, and you may own for decks or kitchen remodel, whatever. But typically customers are going to type in the same thing, and they are going to type in your service or your type of company near me. Okay, this is the #1 search that people get. Okay, so when people get to this, they're going to see a few sections. The first section is for the Google ads, which you can do them. We do them as well. They're not free, and a lot of people skip this anyway. And then what happens is they go to the next section, which is the Google Maps section. Some people call it the map pack, but this is where a lot of people end up going. And the reason for it is because they're looking for a service. They want to find out who's reputable right away, okay? Because obviously no one wants to have a bad experience. So they go to this section and you automatically have the reviews. And thanks to places like Amazon, they make it super important for the reviews, for the actual quality of the reviews, as well as the actual number of reviews. So, if you're on Amazon shopping and there's 2 products are the same, and at this point everything's coming from China anyway, but if 2 products with the same images, but one costs 20 bucks and it has just say 150 reviews, and the other one's $15, but it only has 2 reviews, which one are you going to choose? And if you're making that kind of assumption when you are buying a $20 item, as opposed to a service that's going to be $3,000, $5,000, this is super important. Okay, super important. So this is where you want to end up being, and the way you do this, I'm just going to click view all. So someone clicks view all, same thing. So they're going to see us where it's the number of reviews. So we have 134 reviews for 4.9. These people only have 4. This one has 66, but it's a 3.4. So again, who are they calling first? Who are they going to end up paying more for? And it's me. Okay. So the first step that you want to do, if you're not already on Google Business and you didn't claim your area, is you have to claim it. So we're going to pretend it's this one. This is a newer company that just popped up the other day. So just pretend this is you. And what you'll see is this here. So if you own the business and you see this, so just click on it. I'm not going to go through the process because I don't want to steal their listing, but you would, as long as you have a Gmail account, which most people do. If you don't, just sign up for one. It's simple. And you would just hit manage now and go through the process. Okay. If you already have registered your Google My Business, so what you would do is just type in Google My Business, or just Google Business at this point. Sign in. And this is what you're going to say. So a few things. If you noticed, let me get back here. If you notice, mine has these little check marks next to them, okay, which the other ones don't. And with everything else, the more that you have in here, the better. And what you want to do is, it's in this first section right here, update service availability, and you want to go through this. This is why we're showing up for the on-site services and the online estimates. So you would just hit yes to all these if that's what you do, okay? And then you would just claim it. Okay, so that's basically secret #1 is just get your listing. Okay, if you haven't done that, make sure you have that done. The next secret, again, is, and going back to it, is the reviews. So if you have more reviews than everyone else, then you're going to end up getting more business. Okay, so to give you an example, so I've only been in business for 5 years, and even the first 2 years, I was only kind of messing around because it wasn't like, let me put this down here. It wasn't going to be my main job. It was just more of a hobby. I just wanted to make some more money. Okay. But looking at this, you wouldn't know that. Okay. You have no idea. Barlow, they've been around forever. Audubon, they've been around for 20 plus years, but it looks like I've been around longer, right? This only has 1 review. Ace, they've been around for 20 some years, but only 26 reviews. So again, who are they calling? These guys are pretty big, 20 plus years. Four Season Fence, which is a spinoff of another company that's been around forever, which is actually Burger. Burger's been around for 50 some years. They only have 52 reviews and they're not good. So again, this is how you get more phone calls. This is how you get people to know, like, and trust you before they even talk to you. And if they know, like, and trust you before they even talk to you, what's going to end up happening is they're willing, one, they're going to call you first, and two, they're going to be willing to spend more money with you because of the potential of having a better experience. Okay, so that's super important. The final thing that is very important is your photos. Okay, so let's go to photos. People want to see what's going on. Okay, they want to notice the pictures and everything else for different services, like for aluminum or whatever you do, you want to have that. Okay, so if you notice, like this, I honestly don't post as many pictures as I used to, just because business has been just crazy. But you know, this is seen. People have seen this photo 5,500 times, 281. And what you'll notice is as you're posting this stuff, you'll see what works better than other things. So like this has been around for 43 weeks. It only has 281 views. People don't want to see this crap. They want to see, and it's just through testing, but you know, even though it's nothing crazy, they just want to see what's going on, you know. So this makes it super important. But you're not just done by posting the photo, okay? And this is where the secret really comes in. So before you post a photo, there's things called geotags within an image, and a lot of times your cell phone will automatically do it unless you have it turned off or if it's automatically turned off. And what it'll say is, like, when you take this picture, this geotag will show Google where that picture was taken, okay? If your camera didn't already do it, it's fine. I'm going to show you how to do this right now. You're going to type in GOIMGR, okay? This first thing right here. Now, I would sign up and get the product. I think, let me go back here. Pricing, it's like $9. It's $10 a month. Dirt cheap. You might as well just do it. It makes things easier, okay? So what you're going to do is on your computer, just click here and downloads. I don't really have anything for this right this second. I'm just going to open up random pictures, okay? Pretend that's for your service. Okay, so after you upload the photos, what you're going to do now is go into here and you are going to search the area. You could put where the picture was actually taken, but what I prefer to do is put in the areas I actually want to do business in. Because if you did this particular job and it came out really nice in this town that you really don't do any work in, but you really want to show up in these other towns, you want to do this instead. So in our area, there is a place called Haddonfield. The income for that area is much higher. They are willing to spend more money, and people that have more money are typically willing, of course, to spend more money, but they're just looking for a better service. So we are much more likely to get customers from this area based upon our reviews and everything else. It's almost like they're pre-sold. Okay, so we just hit this. And then once you do that, it's going to give you your latitude and longitude for that town. Okay, so then you would come down to all your photos and you're just going to click this button. Okay, so it puts it in there for you. Okay, same thing, puts it in there for you. I must have already did this with these photos as another test video or whatever. That's why it showed it up. But you have that, okay? And then after you're done, you're gonna download. You're gonna download. You're gonna download, okay? But you're not done there. So we have where we wanna actually show up for Google, okay? The next thing, we're going to go into our downloads. And you have these photos right here. What you want to do, we're going to pretend, again, I'm a fence company, so we're going to change this to, and we're going to pretend these are fences. Now we're going to change it for what it is. So if this was a vinyl fence, what we're typing is vinyl dash fence dash. And then for this, whatever typically people are searching for your area. So for me, I'm going to put South Jersey. Okay. Now we're going to pretend this one's an aluminum fence. Aluminum dash fence, oops, fence dash South dash Jersey. Basically, wherever there is a space, you want to put this little dash. And then we'll do that. So if you already have something, just resave it. Next one. This you could rename it cedar dash fence dash, and also you could do like installation. You play with different keywords. South Jersey. Okay. So then at this point, then you would go back into your Google listing. You go to this plus button, this, and you would take these three and you would open them. Okay. Once that's done, that gets uploaded here for you, and that's it. So again, this is super important. Again, with the geotags, it's showing where the picture was actually taken. So Google, you know, if someone's searching in Haddonfield or near Haddonfield, you're more likely to show up. And again, because you changed those image names, if they're looking for a vinyl fence and they happen to be near Haddonfield or South Jersey, it's going to have your listing show up more often. So this is what I've done. And just so you don't think I'm completely full of crap, so I use a program to track all the phone calls so I know where everyone is coming from. So we're going to pick just Stepford Fence. And we're going to do, you know, for the last 30 days, I've had 415 calls, which is great. And it's actually slower this time of year just because it's November at this point. For fencing, most of our business is in the you know, April through July, just say. So we're going to go to Google My Business. And that's basically that section here that they would call. Okay. I've had 224 phone calls just from this month. And then if you change it to this year, it takes a little bit just because there's a ton of phone calls. 3748 in free calls. So again, we get hundreds a month, and if you look, this is our peak season. You can see where, you know, it's slow in January, obviously. You know, for the week we got 17 phone calls. It's just slow as anything, and then it starts really peaking to the point where, you know, 200 phone calls, 198 phone calls in a week. These are weekly numbers. Even still here, 48, 46. Like, it's crazy. This is all free. Obviously, you can pay for advertising and everything else, but this area you really want to maximize. Okay. And that's about all I got. So hopefully this provided value. This has been a game changer for us because, you know, when you have more calls than you know what to do with, what ends up happening, you're booked out further and further. And then what you can do once you're booked out, you can start raising your prices. So instead of making, you know, just say, you know, $1,000 from this job, now you can get that to $1,500 jobs. And that's where the game is played. And that's how you can really grow your business or just make a lot more money by working less. And if you're interested in being more profitable while working less, we do have at least this Facebook group that you can find online. And it's the 20-hour hour a week for local service businesses. And then we also have these other programs as well that will do this more videos in depth and really help you grow. So hope you have a great day, and see you later. Bye.